What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we have to continue discussing the descent that's taking place within most of the major cryptocurrencies. As you guys know, we have seen most of the cryptos explode to all-time highs, if not get really close to breaking through highs we've set in 2017. So it's pretty incredible to see almost every single cryptocurrency at levels we haven't seen in years. I mean, it's incredible. Bitcoin at $98,000, Ethereum at $3,700, XRP at $2.35. I mean, these are prices we have not seen in years. So this is awesome. But now it's like, have we peaked? You can already see on the market cap here, it looks like we did hit a top, and now it could be a turning point, and we're starting to descend lower on the market cap. And if you look at the chartings here, we are starting to fall and correct. So lots of people now, is it too late to buy in? Did you miss your chance? Are we going to start to fall, or is there room to continue to head higher? That's what we need to cover in today's episode. So we are going to be looking at XRP, which you can see we did graph out a bull flag forming on the charts here, and it is actually reacting quite nicely as we did just rebound off this last night or this morning and are starting to head back up, which is definitely a good sign. We're going to be looking at Solana, which also has a much larger bull flag forming here. We did do the same thing, hit bottom support. Now we're starting to rebound up, and we'll see how long this continues to play out in this bull flag. And then we'll also be looking at things like Ethereum, things like Bitcoin, stock market here. You can see the stock market is starting to plunge lower as we have been extremely overbought on the daily charts for a while. We hit a major ceiling, and again, would not be surprised if we do decide to nosedive down to bottom support at 5,800. It's going to scare a lot of people, but this could allow us to then head even higher up. So I look at it as a healthy pullback. Bitcoin is kind of in a very interesting spot. It's in an ascending broadening wedge. We're bouncing off bottom support, and it almost looks like there's a downtrend or some sort of fractal that we'll have to draw as we zoom in to figure out what exactly is going on here. Because if this does inevitably drop, wouldn't be a surprise, but it's probably going to surprise a lot of you guys here. And we're also going to look at Ethereum, which is coming to its end, and it looks like it wants to break down too. So lots of important things to go over, lots of important things to track and talk about. So if you're involved in crypto in any way, you may want to stay put. Anywho, definitely make sure to smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before we dive into the technical analysis, just want to give you guys an update. There's only 10 days left in BYDFI's trading competition, where they're going to be splitting a huge price pool. You can see this is an exchange. Whoa, why isn't it letting me do it? We're gonna have to refresh real quick just so we can get back into this. Here we go. There we go. It wasn't letting me scroll down, but you can see it is a trading competition with BYDFI. It's the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I've been using on the platform, or making videos on using them for probably going on 3 to 4 years now, which is insane here. But like I said, there's 10 days left in this prize pool, and we have in the trading competition, and there's a prize pool of $10,300, which is incredibly high. That's going to be split, and this will keep growing, and it's probably going to end around 15 to 18K, which is insane, and split between pretty much everyone that gets involved in it, which is super cool. I'll explain a little bit more in a second, but we've almost breached 100 million in trading volume, which is incredible. You can see who's in the winner circle right here. Top 5 people get the most. You get to split the most of it, and then just anyone can split the rest of it, which is also super cool. This is definitely having trouble sliding down. I don't know why, but you can see here Jay Porter used to be #1. He just got beat, but is very close to catching up, which is also very interesting here. But you can see the event rules are like this. So for every $1,000 the initial prize was 1,000. We're already at 10K, and for every 1 mil in trading volume, which is fairly easy to hit, the prize pool increases by another 100. And you can see the top 5 people get to split 25%, 20, 15, 12, 7.5. But what's cool is anyone that participates with trading volume over $100 at any given point will get 5%. It's 20% split between 5 people. So literally $100, that could be $10 leveraged on 10x, which is crazy. Can get you a chance to get 5% of over 10 grand, probably closer to 15 to 20K later on. Whatever 5% of 20K is quite a big chunk of change here. Now, anyone can take advantage of this trading competition. So if you've already signed up or you're new, you can take advantage of this. You could have been a member of BYDFI for several years. Doesn't matter. You can still enter. So definitely keep that in mind, and we'll talk about BYDFI later on in today's video. But To dive right into the technical analysis here, made a video yesterday saying, is it possible? One last pump for XRP coming? You need to see this, and that's because we kind of discovered a potential bull flag. Originally, it was not what I wanted to do. Go back. And originally, we had it as a symmetrical triangle, and as time has, transcended, it has slowly formed out of this symmetrical triangle and into a bull flag formation, and this is more bullish than that symmetrical triangle, and this would ultimately give us possibilities of seeing that break. And you can see or a bullish break, like one last, full steam ahead, one last effort to pump higher here. You'll notice we are descending lower. We have discovered on XRP the flag pull up, followed by a lower high, lower low pattern down. And you can see we kind of rebounded off this as we very much so expected, and we could continue to pan this out. We don't know how long. It typically takes 5 points, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we could break out. But ideally, we are looking for a breakout. These are bullish. It's going to transcend lower, but ideally these do break out to the upside. So the key prime factor, you could trade inside here. You for sure can. If you bought in right around here, you would expect to see reversal up, and that's what we're experiencing now. But what we're looking for, really, for those that want to play conservative, is breaches above or below these areas here. If we break above resistance, we can continue to buy in for a long. We break below support, we would expect to see a short. But just the good news is we are continuing to solidify this. And the longer this plays out, the bigger that rally will be, which is good news if you ask me. Now, we'll do all these trades on BYDFI because BYDFI offers XRP to leverage trade here, which is super cool. They have a reward center too and a demo trading account, which I'll show you in a second here. But you can buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, trailing stop losses. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. They're giving away $8K in free cryptocurrency, which is super cool, or $8,100, $100 to anyone that decides to sign up. You can even create a new account and take advantage of this, transfer money in. Or you can even get more in deposit bonus, which is super cool. And then they have daily benefits that reset every day. And then they have exclusive benefits, which you can take advantage of here. And then on top of that, they have a demo trading account, which allows you to get familiar with the platform, learn how to trade using a demo account, a simulation account. So that means that it's pretty much identical to the live trading exchange. If you get familiar with this, it'll make trading much easier, which is why I recommend starting with this, learning how to do it. And then when you're ready, you head on over, you click live trade, and you head on over to the live trading account, and you're good to go. Anywho, aside from XRP and BYDFI here, there are some other cryptocurrencies forming. We obviously have on Solana here another massive bull flag, and this typically breaks up. This typically has a bullish bias. We have a huge run up, lower high, lower low pattern, and this at some point it could descend all the way down here and then rally, or this could be it right here, and the second we break through that, we'll rally up. So we don't know when with a bull flag the breakout will be. It's typically, like I said, 5 points, so we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be the fifth. And that means that when we confirm closure on the daily chart above major resistance here, we can expect to see a long position. That would be very simple. Or it's going to continue to descend, and then we'll see that breakout. So you have options here. You can, if you want to play it risky, you can trade inside of here, or you wait for closure outside of that. Then you can get a more, the odds are more stacked in our favor that breakout will ideally pursue. So Solana looks really good, though. It's clearly drawn out that that's a bull flag. Ethereum has this kind of ascending fractal, and we're kind of playing around with it right now in a problematic zone. I would have wanted it to hang out in it, but it's not. It's almost like I can't really move it too much here. Could I do something like this? Yes, but that's probably the furthest it can go for it to really start making sense. But again, this is an ascending broadening wedge then, and these typically break down. So there's a good chance that is what could happen. So definitely, keep that in the back of your head too. Bitcoin, same exact thing. Now, I was talking about it earlier as there's a chance there could be a smaller indicator, maybe even on the hourly, for us to now track. Definitely a little more confusing on hourly. We'll jump to the 4-hour again, and you can see there's definitely some sort of downtrend, something like this. That's like pushing the price down. I think we'll leave it something along the lines of here. And then as for the bottom, that's where things get tough. Like it could be this, or it could be something like this. It's definitely a difficult one. I would think something along the lines of there versus this. There's only 2 points of confirmation here, so that does make it a bit harder. But there's definitely some sort of resistance up top here, which is suppressing the price. And again, sending broadening wedges typically break down, and we are holding on for dear life at this moving average, and it only takes one wrong move to tumble over. And that's probably what we're going to see. This ascending broadening wedge, these usually instill decline. So we could easily pull back down to $75,000, and I would not be surprised at all. And more than likely, it's probably what's going to happen. So a little nerve-wracking, but, keep that in mind. And I would not be surprised if stock market tumbles to 5,600 at all either. We are due to decline, so expect that too. Otherwise, that's it for today's video. Smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.